In Acts 28:17-31, Paul was imprisoned in Rome, and under one guard, he was able to convert hundreds of people, hundreds of Jews and Gentiles who wanted to know what Paul was all about. And Paul did this even though he was in such a desperate and needy situation. He was in such a hopeless situation that today, especially for me, I don't know if I could have done that. And even though Paul, he couldn't look into his future and say, oh, I have this great event coming up, because he was locked in his house, he still had that joy and happiness that God and the Holy Spirit provided through him, and was able to bring so many people to God. And I think for us, throughout our week, we have bad days, and through these bad days we can get really down on ourselves, but to remember that God is with us and the Holy Spirit is with us is so important. And then in Paul's passage, he says, "Go to this people and say, you will be ever hearing but never understanding. You will be ever seeing but never perceiving. For this people's heart has become calloused. They hardly hear with their ears, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise they might see with their ears, hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, and turn, and I would heal them." So Paul says that in this passage, Paul describes how much doubt we can have for the Lord, because we don't actually see the Lord in physical form. And especially for me, that is incredibly hard for me, because I like to see what I know. And that doubt can be extremely hard for our faith, because through doubt, we can struggle with what we know and what we don't know. But through that doubt, I believe that we can strengthen our faith. And through that doubt, Paul, he had doubt because he didn't know what was going to happen to him, because he was under Roman imprisonment. Yet he still had the courage and the strength to go out and save hundreds of people and bring them to Christ. So I think, especially in today's day when we have sports canceled, school changed, even friendships that we've lost or just have diminished, that even with that doubt in our lives, that we can bring people to God, because every day, even though we can't see the Lord, He's with us, and it's that spirit that we are able to bring to other people, and hopefully that we can bring happiness to other people's lives.